Good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Room Media. We're here today to discuss the Deontay Wilder versus Tyrell Herndon fight. And yeah, it wasn't the most interesting fight, if I'm going to be honest, but we're gonna go through it anyway. So it was only a 7-round contest. Well, originally 10, scheduled for 10, but it lasted 7. If we're honest, we all knew the outcome. We all knew Wilder was going to win. It was just a tune-up fight for Wilder, but nonetheless, he needed to get that win. Get back to winning ways, get back to building up his confidence, and see where his career goes from here. But from the first bell, Wilder, give him credit, he established the jab, very early, held his ground, held the center of the ring, and the jab was solid, and he kept his range well. And that's one thing I got to give credit to Wilder, because everyone usually gets onto him about his lack of skill and how wild he was. He looked very composed in the early hours of this morning, so I was impressed. I can't give credit when credit's due. He was definitely on the front foot. Herndon, was avoiding shots. He offered no offense whatsoever. If we're just being real with it, he didn't offer nothing. He was too defensive minded, and he would lunge in a lot of the time. And then when he would lunge in, he wasn't offering much. He was like crouching down so low. So therefore, Wilder couldn't really throw no proper punches. And so the referee would keep breaking it up. And he was so close and so low, you couldn't even get an uppercut on him. So it was it must have been quite frustrating for Wilder, because, you're up against basically a runner. This guy hasn't come to fight. He's come to survive and try and not get knocked out. But, it didn't go to plan for him. But anyway, Wilder established the jab. He looked very sharp, and one thing I did like, that he was very patient in his build-up. So he was just establishing the jab, cutting off the ring a lot better than I've ever seen Wilder cut off the ring, because he had to do a lot of that. He was cutting off the ring really well, chasing his man down, mixing up his punches more than usual, because he would throw some jabs, a couple really nice body shots and some hooks in there. So round by round, confidence was building. So round 1 flew by. To be honest, Wilder won every round, but he won the first confidently, quite easily. Round 2, same again. Nothing offered from Herndon. Wilder establishing the jab, solid. You could see he was just slowly picking him apart. Always finding the target, and then you get the odd lunge coming in from Herndon. In round 2, if I remember, he actually got dropped, and that was by a check hook. So he came in, tried to swing with his left, but Wilder snapped, quickly got in the hook. It wasn't the cleanest of punches, but it was enough to drop him. The referee gave him a count. He was complaining that he wasn't hurt, but it was a legitimate knockdown, so he hasn't got really that much to complain about. So continue on. He got through the round. He wasn't that badly hurt, but it was a 10-8 round to Wilder. So 4th round, it was more of the same again. Wilder, stepped on the gas a bit, put a bit more pressure on him. And then in that round, the 4th round, Herndon actually starting to engage a bit. And I was hoping he would, because it would just end the night quicker. But I'd say that was a Wilder round. A little bit more effort from Herndon, but again, Wilder round. 5th round, same sort of thing. It wasn't the greatest fight. It was just basically Wilder cutting off the ring, chasing him, jabbing, mixing up punches, Herndon lunging. It was that all the way through to the 6th, where he got dropped again. He was on the ropes. Wilder hitting him with some combinations, a short little uppercut. He hit the deck. It was like a quick little knockdown, took a quick knee. Again, he took another knee in the 7th, and then he got up. The referee was warning him, show me something, do something, and he wasn't. Backing up as usual. Wilder definitely knew he could smell blood. He just put it on him, threw some combos. He swung with a right, that hit him flush and clean. You could see that wobbled him. And then he just stepped on it. And then, the referee saw enough, because he was warning him, do something, show me something, fight back. He wasn't showing anything. So you knew the end was near. And that was the end of it. And he can't complain, because he came to the fight. I don't know what he expected, because he wasn't fighting like he believed he could win. He just turned up to, I don't know, maybe to get paid, or just to try his luck. You never know. He's maybe get a lucky punch, but it didn't work out that way for him, and he lost the fight. So congratulations to Deontay Wilder. He's now got a W back in the winning column now. So good luck to him, man. I'm interested to see who they line him up with next. I'll be Hopefully it's not Joshua. I think that would be too much too soon. You know, hopefully they match make him well, let him build his confidence up, and then we'll see who he's got moving forward. But he needs at least 2 more of these sort of fights before they put him in with any real killers in the heavyweight division, because the Sharks will be waiting for him, because you know that Wilder will bring a big payday. So, you know, so hopefully, you know, his confidence is built. Couple more, we'll see what's next for Wilder. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you with another video.